all week. Yeah.
Alright you guys, so we are back out here once again, and we are continuing with the turbo removal process. We haven't really got too far, but we have done minor things, but I'll show you right here. Okay, so starting off, down here where the oil feed line goes, it basically hooks up into the oil sending unit. It's down in that area. See the orange? That's the oil filter, but it's down there. I got the little adapter piece that I was using, which is this right here, and basically I needed this thread pitch so I can go to like Lowe's or something like that, just so I can plug it off for the time being. If I had the oil pressure sensor, I would plug that back in and try and use it again, but I don't got that anymore. So actually I might have that over at Jared's. I might. Okay, so we might have that. I'm still gonna go buy one just in case, because I don't think it's gonna be that much money. And then over here, Jose started taking the actual turbo off. And if you guys didn't watch the last video, this turbo is for sale. I haven't used it but for like a year, and basically just for drift events. But the turbo is still good. It has minor shaft play. See? Well, you guys can't really see, but take my word for it. It's a GTX 30. No, I keep saying GTX. It's a GT30 76R housing with a 6.3 or 0.63 exhaust housing. So yeah, I think I said that right. But yeah, it's one off in Juku, GT30 76R. You can go look it up. And it is a T3 flange to the manifold, and then it goes to a 3-inch V-band for the exhaust. But it's water cooled, oil lubricated, whatnot. And yeah, you see it smoking?
I don't know what it is. I feel like there's some wires out there, but it smells kind of like I don't know what it smells like.
So the car has been off, but it's like smoking somehow. It's not that wire. The wire's cold.
The battery back on, didn't you?
I did turn the battery back on. I wonder if that is it. I wonder if something's getting fried.
I hope not. But
I don't think it. Just blow down.
Oh, no, just kidding.
Blow down there right fast. Hit the I don't know. Something's smoking down there. It's very weird. But this is what we did over here. As they started to take the turbo off, we got the top oil feed line off, and then we got the side coolant feed or return off also. That's for the turbo. That's all we've done. So it's just mess with line, like feed lines and stuff like that. And yeah, okay, over here we got some boxes, you guys. They're ISR boxes. I got Jose grab into that small box. What one might that be? Okay, so that's a test pipe. Supposed to replace the cat. Got that, and then all right, Jose, time for the big box.
Big box. Don't look. Don't look.
Oh, what the hell? I'll get on this side. Oh shoot! What is it?
Okay, here it is. You ready? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, fucking yeah. The gaskets. So that big box had the gaskets that we needed for the exhaust, the headers. Oh shoot! Where'd those come from?
God, this thing's heavy.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
But yeah, my new headers. So I'm gonna have a full ISR system. As you guys already know, I got 3-inch dual pipes, the blast pipes from ISR. They come all the way to, like, they start from the cat back, and this is the other half of the system basically. So I'm a fresh system. It's gonna be a nice loud KA24DE, and yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Okay, so we got all these. That's going on here today, most likely. Now what we're going to do now is run to Lowe's and probably Jerry's house to get like the adapter fittings. So I'm going to see if I do have the pressure sensor, oil pressure sensor at Jerry's, and then I'm also going to get a the cap for the oil pan. For the turbo return line that goes to the oil pan, I have to cap that off, and I have one of those at Jerry's house also. So yep, we're about to go run around places and get stuff.
Gonna get the little guy. He's about ugly as hell. Oh shit. Lady looking at me. There he is. Oh, he's paying. Well, damn, it took you long enough.
Alright, you guys, so we're back from Jerry's house and also from going to O'Reilly's. Basically what we picked up from Jerry's was both the caps for the oil feed and the plug for the oil return. And then we went to O'Reilly's, and what we picked up there was this. We picked up this right here, which is a bar fitting, like a union. And basically what we're going to use for this is I'm going to cut the coolant lines, like make them shorter, but to where they can both reach each other. And the other one's right here. I took it off the turbo right here. But we're going to cut them and then plug them both together so that the coolant can still circulate through the whole engine and everything. So yeah, we're going to use this instead of like blocking off two coolant ports. If I could, I'd block them off all the way at the entrance, like wherever they are, but I think there's one where it's like really hard to get to, so I'm not trying to mess with that. So yeah, this is just simple. I'm going to just connect them. But as of right now, Jose has just left to go to Lowe's right fast. He has to go pick something up. But I got the last screw for my injector thing off, and I got all my injectors ready to like just pull out. They're all loose. So I'm probably going to swap over my injectors. Well, not my injectors. I'm going to swap Jose's injectors into my car. And basically what I bought, we picked it up at a gas station, is some petroleum jelly or some Vaseline, whatever you want to call it. You want to use this whenever you're putting injectors in. I think they sell like some dielectric grease or some type of grease that you can use for your injectors. But you don't want to just pop the injectors out and then pop the new ones right in. You want to make sure that they're lubed up. I've seen people use just regular oil also, I think, just to put it around the rings. But this jelly stuff is really thick, so it should help it like lube it up enough to basically pop them right back in. So that's what you want whenever you're swapping injectors, because if you don't, you're gonna have an injector leak. So yeah, make sure you have some type of lube to put on the O-rings. You guys, so I got all the injectors in besides one bolt that's right there, and I'm basically just waiting on Jose to get back because I'm gonna borrow one of his. He said I could. I just don't know where he put all the little bolts at for the injectors. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna move on and plug up the oil pan where the oil return goes, and to do that I'm going to be using this. It's an AN10 plug basically. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. There you go. Alright, you guys, so we got the turbo off, as you can see.
I'm guessing y'all didn't pick nothing behind the back wheels because this motherfucker's still rolling.
That ain't rolling.
Look at it, man. That thing was rolling backwards for wheels.
No, it's just the jack ain't moving forward. But yeah, we got the turbo off and the manifold right here. The rest of the downpipe out, and now we're gonna bolt up the test pipe right here, get that all situated, and then slide it all in.
All you gotta do on this bolt.
Oh, you fucking broke the gasket, Jose.
Fuck you, no I didn't.
Alright, you guys, so we got everything hooked up. For the most part, we just got like little stuff to clean up. Like we got cap these for the intake, and get another clamp right here. I'm pretty sure we got one somewhere, but we can just do it some other time. Basically cleaning up for a day. I gotta cap this line off. This went to the blow off valve. Give me another little filter for that or whatnot. Just little stuff. But we have it all hooked up basically. The exhaust is all bolted up and everything. And yeah, we'll fire it up for you guys and let you guys listen to it and hear it. does have like a little raspy, like at the high RPMs. But fuck it, it's running. Just gotta clean up some stuff, and then it's gonna be back on the road soon, and at events, and much more easier to maintain. So yes. Well, this is about it for this video. Now Chris and Jose are gonna fight to the death. These wrenches.
Damn right we are. What?